What is up, A-Push people? It's Brandon Daly coming to you. Um, Today is the start of Chapter 13, The Union in Peril. And basically, we are going for the next few days talk about the lead up of the Civil War. Um, So let's get started. The first, um, the first topic will be conflict over status of territory, because remember we've expanded to the Pacific coast. Now it's the time to look for territory. The issue of slavery in the territories gained in the Mexican War became the focus of sectional differences in the late 1840s. The Wilmot Proviso, which excluded slavery from the new territories, would have upset the Compromise of 1820 and the delicate balance of 15 free and 15 slave states. The Proviso's defeat only intensified sectional feelings on the issue of how to deal with these new Western territories. There were essentially three conflicting positions. The Free Soil movement. Northern Democrats and Whigs supported the Wilmot Proviso and the position that all African Americans, slave and free, should be excluded from the Mexican cession, while abolitionists advocated eliminating slavery everywhere. Many Northerners who opposed the westward expansion of slavery did not oppose slavery in the South. They sought to keep the West a land of opportunity for whites only, so that the white majority would not have to compete with the labor of slaves or free blacks. In 1848, Northerners who opposed allowing slavery in the territories organized the Free Soil Party, which adopted this slogan, free soil, free labor, and free men. In addition to its chief objective, preventing the extension of slavery, the new party also advocated free homesteads, public land grants to small farmers, and internal improvements. So what do we see here? We see these positions on whether or not to allow slavery to expand, to extend in the in the territories that we got from Mexico. Southern position. So the South slaveholders. Most whites viewed any attempt to restrict the expansion of slavery as a violation of their constitutional right to take and use their property as they wish. So remember back during the Three-Fifths Compromise, we saw slaves being mentioned as property. They were property. They were seen as having as property to own. So they saw the Free Soilers, and especially the abolitionists, as intent on the ultimate destruction of slavery. More moderate Southerners favored extending the Missouri Compromise line of 36 1830 westward to the Pacific Ocean and permitting territories north of that line to be non-slave. So we see moderate Southerners wanting to just expand that line and kick the can forward. Popular sovereignty. Lewis Cass, a Democratic senator from Michigan, proposed a compromise solution that soon won considerable support from both moderate Northerners and moderate Southerners. Instead of Congress determining whether to allow slavery in a new Western territory or state, Cass suggested that the matter be determined by a vote of the people who settled the territory. Cass's approach to the problem was known as squatter sovereignty or popular sovereignty. So let the people of that state decide whether or not they wanted slavery or not. That was popular sovereignty. We have another election, the election of 1848. In 1848, the Democrats nominated Senator Cass, so the popular sovereignty guy, and adopted the platform of popular sovereignty. The Whigs nominated Mexican war hero General Zachary Taylor, who had never been involved in politics and looked no position on slavery in the territories. A third party, the Free Soil Party, nominated former President Martin Van Buren. It consisted of conscious Whigs who opposed slavery and anti-slavery Democrats. The later group were regulated as barnbusters because their deflection threatened to destroy the Democratic Party. Taylor narrowly defeated Cass, in part because of the vote given the Free Soil Party in such key northern states as New York and Pennsylvania. So I hope you guys have a firm understanding of this split in opinions that's going to result in the Civil War. So do your assignment today. Talk to you tomorrow.